Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have a Final Fantasy VIII event, the Empress of Time, which is an event for Ultimecia. So enjoy the very good Ultimecia music. Man, let me tell you what, making parties to this music was fantastic for hours. First up is the boss rush. It's pretty simple. It's Visage, and then get a Bleepus. Pretty simple all in all. Just remember that get a Bleepus does do Meteor when it dies. Oh, extremely, you were hearing fart trumpets. That's the Ultimation music. That is the music for the final dungeon in 8. Eight is wild. It is completely mind-boggling what they get away with in 8. Oh, good. Here we go. Perfect. Finally, here. Oh, this is the time compression theme. The castle theme is better. Alright, well. I've never actually hit the end game of 8. As with most RPGs, I've seen about 3/4 of them. And never finished. Man, y'all, though, as a quick sort of Final Fantasy / Record Keeper aside, if you missed the FF9 stream on Friday, I hit Arc. And going into Arc, not prepared for Arc, was a time. Alright, this is the castle music, right. Arc is cool. I also learned something about Final Fantasy IX going into that fight. Boss fights in 9 are way more interesting when you let them do their mechanics. When you completely chump a boss, they're really boring. But when you actually let them do their thing, and the fights are hectic, yo, that game is more fun. Oh, man. Crap. Yes, alright, I can do it this way. File, save as... Ultimecia 2. 1. No, what I mean by not prepared is I went into that fight without confusion resist on. Therefore, again, letting the boss do its confusion mechanic. I still stole a bunch and got all the good steals. But that was while dealing with the confusion mechanic, which was interesting. So Visage is a very basic testing, right? A very basic multi-target boss. You got the hands here, you got the face. The hands do some gimmicks in that they will haste and the like, and do things like that. Attempt to paralyze. Thankfully, the hands don't have too much health. They do also counter, which is a thing. Though the boss does have a second phase. So let's engage with phase 2. So for phase 1, you can really just focus down the main head, which should progress to phase 2, but apparently I'm wrong. It just goes to show how I have a very lacking in information when it comes to FF8. Okay, so when all the targets are dead, there we go. Gargaton. Thankfully, Gargaton has like no health. And will fall very quickly. And yeah, the fact that they actually swapped out the generic animation that Rinoa had for her chain to a more suitable FF8 one is a good point. Progressing onwards, though. Catbleep is here. Special name aside, is a reskin of a behemoth and does the behemoth things. So, treat the large boy as such. You're going to want to lower its attack, you're going to want magic protection, and you're going to want to beware because it will, on death, cast a meteor. But with proper mitigation, the meteor shouldn't do too much damage. And can easily be killed with the roaming warrior, so shouldn't pose too much of a problem. So there's actually something that's going to occur here that I'm very curious about because I've never done this. Of what happens if I collect the memory crystal for a character before I collect the character. I'm sure nothing will happen, but it's just something that I've never done before. Anywho, here's T-Mat. Here's Tim-Mat. T-Mat does one thing. She casts Dark Flare. That's it. Be prepared. Correct, she counts down to Dark Flare. Which, the letters that she uses to spell would make more sense if we had the original, Japanese pronunciation, kanji, all that. Ah, the Fate Vessel. The boy. Here comes a boy. Yeah, they really could have called this boss Dark Bahamut and just gotten the point across. Real easy. That was too much talking beforehand. So the nice thing is that Tiamost here is vulnerable to slow, which does allow you to delay the inevitable a bit more. And in hindsight, if I wanted to actually speed this up to the proper extent, I wouldn't have brought a dedicated healer and would instead have brought offensive spells on Selfie down there. But judging by the pace that I'm going at, I should be alright. This is more or less just a DPS check, and nothing more. She counts. She says the word. She does the countdown. And then it says Dark Flare, and then you die. No in between. Even with that, though, it's not too much of an issue. Does she restart if you last stand the Dark Flare? Is a ridiculously good question that I wish it didn't take 40 stamina to check out. Man, unless it's like instant death, then no, that wouldn't work. Man, anyway. Coming in at our ultimate is Ifrit. Really a lesser version of Moat Ifrit here. Forever cursing every player who did not get lucky draws back then. Moat Ifrit, who was effectively like 1.0 Torment. Nothing much. What's up with you? I'm gonna try something a little ballsy here. And I need a good boy to see if I can do it. Ah, there's a good boy. That sounds like quite an extreme church picnic. I didn't get stats. I took a screenshot of the stat screen, or the screen that would be the stat screen, but I forgot to actually bring up stats. Also, yeah, welcome to, I guess, like the first real event that this is occurring in. But yeah, rip and piss forever. Cid Missions, or jump starts. Well, actually, event jump starts. They will still use the name jump start for things eventually, but for now, they're gone. No more jump starts. The age of jumping is over. Man, look at those fucking models. This is my favorite thing about Record Keeper. 1,000 times whenever they do like a fucking really close zoom in on fucking PS1 models. Like, no, don't do that, actually. Don't look at the model. Don't look at how the sausages were made. Bossa, you want me to give you a small piece of advice that it took me a very long time to realize. And then once I did, I was very happy because it made my life easier. Don't pressure yourself to do shit on your ults. Let your ults be there for fun. I have yet to clear a torment on my ult because I just looked at it and went, nah, I'm good. Didn't miss much, Father Wolf. We were just getting started with the ultimates. You know, sometimes it's nice that these take so long so I can do this. I'm leaving that in the video. So, yeah, as stated before, this is literally a version of Magicite Ifrit, except I think with lower stats, and I don't think he has the up crit rate that Magicite Ifrit had for some reason, or Moat Ifrit, not Magicite. Comes with Blaze, so bring your status resist, your instant KO resist, it'll do you wonders. As you're seeing, he is pretty much just wasting turns. I'm really hoping he does his multi-hit physical, because I literally brought Orlando with all this. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. Payoff. Payoff, I say, as Snow Spell Strike would have been a much better move to bring. But the move! I did it. Hellfire, of course, is auto-hit, piercing, but if you're bringing enough magic mitigation, you're fine. You're 100% fine. And really, at this point, this Ifrit is what he is on the 10. A ultimate plus, or just an ultimate level fight, so not too rough, but will kick your butt if you don't take it seriously. Hey! Crystal. Probably a fire crystal? Like, if I had to venture a guess. Ice? Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need tons of, especially when the first set comes out. Because, believe me, I'll be picking up Vortex and getting that up to rank 3 as soon as possible. Vengeful Ruler here is an interesting fight. It's Tomberry, and he is purely physical, with doing a lot of fixed damage. So, yeah, be careful with that stuff. Yeah, I've been trying to burn through my keystones. I actually just started clearing Lightning, finally. Just took down Ixion earlier last week. And then I'm spamming EXP Dungeon to get those leveled up. So far, yeah, I'm halfway there. 4 out of the 8 done. I found Ixion literally to be one of the easiest. Like, I know he's like really rude and shit, but I can rush him down enough that I just mainly hit force attacks. So No, I'm not even using Edge USB either. That's the big thing. Like, I'll show it off real quick before I jump into the double plus what my party is. But, here it is. Oh, is that gonna work? Yeah, okay. Darkfire isn't even an instant wipe. Nice. Yeah, it's an Earth chain team. Ignis does the chain. Gladio like pretty much does his BSB to get in Earth, and then spams, you know, Earth Saber. Bartz does USB, spams Spellblade. Ramza, mainly I think it's the full break. The full break really helps being able to reduce some of the damage, and pretty much just gets up and use shouts to re-up haste every now and then. I've never actually, I think one run I've ever actually popped Last Stands. It's usually a pretty consistent team that just busts him down really quickly. Okay, there's my team. Alright. Now I cleared this with pretty much no issue with a not optimal team earlier. So, running a more intelligently put together team, I should be fine. Yeah, the Ignis chain is gross. I forget who eventually gets the 2.0 physical chain for Earth, but I think Ignis chain still holds its own against it. What with that Last Stand? Because I know Dog gives the magic chain. I don't know who gets the physical chain. I mean, the real challenge down the line is going to be the next one, which is Kraken. I am still running theories. Oh, Galoof gets it? Nice. I'm still running theories in my head for Kraken, and I haven't come up with a solid strategy yet. I know one of the main ones is spamming a bunch of soul breaks because, you know, you don't have to deal with the counters that way. I'm going to move this up a tiny bit. Like, yeah, right about there. I feel like it's down a bit too low. But all in all, I'm just having trouble, like, really meshing that one out. Alright, Tomberry King. You're going to see immediately at the start of this fight, the boy's gimmick. $300 damage. Doesn't seem like much, does it? The main gimmick is that its sharp increases in damage pretty much every time it uses it. So you are, I think it caps out at 4,000, but yeah, at that point it becomes a bit much. Also, dances are highly recommended for this fight because No, that wasn't actually it. That is kind of it, but that's not actually it. The main thing is he does a counter junk. He will periodically drop junk on our heads for no reason. Well, actually, the reason is that we punched him, but you know what I mean. I can't figure out if that damage is worse or better than I was getting before. Maybe my other party setup was better. Part of me wonders if the multiplier on Flare is actually better than Spellstorm. Probably not. It wouldn't make a 5-star better than a 6-star. That just kind of goes against the general aesthetic. Ah, Red Eye, what did you accomplish that you feel satisfied? Because I have had that feeling. I had that feeling earlier today. You'll see why. So it's a World of Warships thing where you have to sing 12 ships, and I assume you mean 12 in the same map, because the brief bit I played of World of Warships, yeah, I could see that being rough. Alright, its sharp is starting to ramp up ridiculously. Oddly enough, we have, knock on wood, but we have yet, there it is. Piss. I had to say, I had to think it. I gave it a name. Yeah, I kind of, man, every time I want to say it out loud, utter the words, I kind of lucked out here. There wasn't a lot of counter junks. Well, there's counter junk. But yeah, we're starting to see its sharp ramp up. But we're going to finish the fight just in time, pretty much, before we actually hit the max damage on its sharp. Yep, not a entirely rough fight. Having the HP buffer from Kurata helps a lot. That's about it. Using dances also helps a ton too, because he can't counter the dances. But obviously that will be harder in the Cid mission, which we'll see later. Don't worry, Furry Tractor, I'm in the same boat as you. I need to invest in more dives. You know what? The boys Minotaur here. I need a very specific roaming warrior. don't think I have another spare of because I think I used the only one in my repertoire earlier today because not a lot of people have it. But I saw the opportunity to use it, so I went all in on it. No, it is not the brothers, the roaming warrior. Is there a new banner for tonight? There is. Good. Ah, there it is. All jump starts unlocked. I actually can't remember what the name of the soul break is. One moment. There it is. Wait a minute, what the fuck is that? Yeah? Okay. Anywho. Who's ready to see some real dumb shit? That's right, baby. I'm gonna grab 2 of these. That should be enough to cycle. And just have a backup in case I fuck up. Wait. I already follow you. That was the one that I tested with earlier. Just 2 brothers against 2 brothers. Well, obviously, you know, you have 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. And we're good. Nice. I briefly wanted to clear Boundless Zeramis when I knew there was music to get. And then decided, oh wait, no, I'm not crazy. Not just for music. Come on now. They almost got me. They're like, ah, look, there's a reward. And I'm like, you're right, there isn't reward. Aw, you... I don't even know if it's good music. It's like the Final Fantasy remix of the boss theme. I think it's the one that they use for the Boundless, like the phase 2 of the Boundless fights, which is alright. I like that song. It's good when it kicks in. Oh, it's the Zeramis remix. Okay. That's an alright remix. Okay, so not 8, but 10. And then this one will be 9. And then I'll be ready to take on 2 brothers. They're just two brothers. That's all it is. It's just two brothers. Yeah, Laguna is from 8. He's like pretty important to the story from my understanding. So the one thing I need to remember is I want to kill Sacred first. Sacred is the tiny one. Good. Okay. Why is it the Apocalypse fights that always take so long to load in? Just two brothers. Actually, both the brothers are in Final Fantasy V. Obviously, the big one here, Minotaur, protects Holy. But the bottom one is in the pyramid. He's a random fight. You fight him and he says, "Ah, you may beat me, but just wait until you see my brother." Yeah, his name is Sekhmet, because Sacred is a, like, mistranslation of Sekhmet, I believe. That they just stuck with. Also, welcome to the Poison Week boss, here again. I almost honed bio grenades for this fight, and then went, nah. Those use power orbs, and at this point in the game, those are actually a bit of a commodity. I'll be good. I'm receiving insight from the chat that the big one is sacred, which is news to me. Whatever. We all good. The job will get done. Hell yeah, there's the Imperil when it's not needed anymore. Fuck yeah. Time for phase 2. Phase 2, also known as I'll make my own damn Imperil. God, he's just gonna live. Ah, damn it. Whatever. We'll finish him later. We'll finish him with AoE. They are. Oh, there's Ultimate Macao Special. Finally. Figures the second I stop, like, putting pressure on the boys, they actually start changing up their strategy. Freezing Barrage should do the trick, though. Quote from the chat, is the Corridor of Trials supposed to replace Jumpstarts? No, they're supposed to be more of like a way to test yourself. Oh, that was Minotaur. A way to test yourself before jumping into Magicite. It's just two brothers. Alright. He's ready for the real shit. Edgar's Arcane. I can't remember if I have seen it. feel like I have, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Seems as OSB. So, Diablos plays out a lot like Diablos in the game. Deals mostly gravity attacks with a couple of hard-hitting physicals, but is blindable, of all things, so you can actually ignore those physicals if you want. No. I mean, the bosses in Ultimatia's Castle were the final bosses of the game, so they have the most mechanics. That's why. Yes. Okay. I do need something very specific for this. And I don't know if I have a spare. Oh, the stealing gimmick is very bad. I've gone on record in saying that when a game limits you to nothing and says, this is interesting now, in the late game, no, actually it isn't interesting. You've just made the game boring. It's why I actually detest like the part of 5 where you only have 2 party members. That's why I dislike most of the weird formats that the Fiesta team has been pushing out recently that are just, actually, we take something away from you. Did I misread and did I not actually? Well, you see, another gamer, if you can say, oh, that mechanic I didn't mind because I can just ignore it, that means it's a bad mechanic. If your answer to a mechanic is you can ignore it, that means it's bad. Well, I'll take a free one. Also, they mean what if because they're being facetious. They're emphasizing that the wide rift fight is actually the worst part of Final Fantasy Tactics. Ignorable mechanics are the worst mechanics. That just means they're bad. You should want to engage with all parts of a game. If you want to not engage with part of a game, that means it's a bad part of the game. Hands down, no questions asked. Anywho. Excuse me. Who dares? Piss. Oops, missed the like 60-70% chance. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. He never starts off with his physicals. There goes that boy. There we go. Okay, we gotta get some instant single target heals out real fast. Deuce here gives me a lot of options for what to do. If Gravajo comes out, I want an AoE, or I want a single target. If God, what am I saying? If Gravajo comes out, I want an AoE. If single target comes out, I want an instant cast. Just lets me do things. Okay, we're good to go. I was expecting this. When you need to keep up with an unreasonable amount of damage. Oh, I know, Deuce is a good girl. That's why I trust Deuce. So here we're seeing Regenga. A new ability. New gimmick. It's go fast. Well, no, it's heal fast. Heal more. Oh no, here comes another Apocalypse Gravaja. Whatever will I do? Well, let me show you the gloriousness that is Regenga. Just stock 2k every tick. It takes about once every 2 seconds. Luckily, with a boss this fast, it'll generally take enough. Like, here comes Gravaja. We should get a tick before its next attack. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm going to start Concerto. This could be a problem. So now we're in the final phase. It's still a rough fight. This fight can still fuck you up really well. Especially with stuff like Ultimate Gravity coming out every now and then. I should have really went for a single target there, but I thought he might actually AoE, so I was being cautious. Luckily, the USB's Quick Cast is helping me push DPS a little bit. Ah, there were the physicals right there. We finally got one. Question from the chat. Cid mission for this. Mayhaps. Oh, if that was an apocalypse, I may have been dead. I pulled on every banner Strider, but I didn't get anything game breaking. I think I pulled... Oh, what did I get? I just remember it didn't wow me. Yeah, okay, so I got Noctis Glint, which is all... Noctis Glint would be better if I didn't have Noctis SSB, which I'll be using all of his bar on. I did get Orlando USB, but that was on the first banner. I was saying like the rest of the banners. Sonic Strike, it's alright. Yeah, Sonic Strike's fine. Ash Materia, which is okay. I do have her USB, so that's a good addition to that. And then Lock Burst, which I have his chain, so I'll take the 10 stats. And hey, that burst will be useful at some point. But yeah, let's jump back in because we have 2 more fights to do technically. Hey, plus fire armor. You're right. Yeah, plus fire armor. Okay. I mean, this will be easy. This will be easier. I actually legit really like the Diabolos fight. It's fun. It just pretty much requires you to be able to bring some tools and have an instant medica in your pocket as your roaming warrior. Obviously, as a Cid mission, it's a completely different story. But I would say that goes to say for any Cid mission. Oh, I'm doing the initial Cid mission first. We're getting the easy one out of the way. And then we're going to have the big finale. This would be 8. The things that I've been enjoying about Cid missions for Apocalypse double pluses, at least for the first 2, is that they've required me to look at what I had in like extensive detail of like what tools do I actually have to use, so on and so forth, which has been fun. Also, I'll throw this out as ahead of time. I will be doing the banner... No, I'll save the banner review for the end. But after I'm done with the fights for this... Whoa, hold up. After I'm done with the fights for this, I am going to be jumping into Trials of Ice for people who weren't here earlier in the stream. I'm firing out these 2 events. So, Tomberry King. Is rude. Has gimmicks. What if instead we said the hell with that? think this works. I hope this works. We'll find out if this works. Well, I know this works. I hope it works with Dire Heal. I don't think they would make it so Dire Heal goes through Reflect, so I think I'm fine. Now, if I had leveled up Ultimecia to 80 immediately, hell, I could have just rolled Ultimecia to this and been done with it. No Reflex. I love how the Reflect mechanic was never designed for multi-hit abilities, and whenever you use one of those on it, it just doesn't know how to handle it. And it just kind of slowly dies. It's just like, what am I doing? Nope, I don't like this. What's replacing the weekly rewards for Magicite next week? I don't know, actually. Like, at all. I didn't keep up with that in Japan. It's not a bad amount of gil. Might actually get me to do 6 a week. Okay. These are your star Final Fantasy VI players. And my roaming warrior will be as soon as I find it. Oh, just you wait. I literally saw one earlier this stream. I will end you. Man, roaming warriors are whack. That's right, it's the same roaming warrior as the one I used in game ability. You know what I mean. My reasoning behind this, I don't have a boost in realm, so my source, my roaming warrior had to be my stat buff. On top of that, your boy here, the Diablos, there we go, sorry, had to remember the name, deals a lot of consistent damage, and also I need some very fast single target heals sometimes, so I needed a BSB. Yeah, we've already loaded into this fight once. Man, there we go. Now again, hopefully he doesn't use his physical attacks early on, we'll be fine. So it's amazing what just having Magicites in their passives will do for a party. Because yeah, that's all I've really changed. The wasted Gravajones makes me feel good. It's alright, he's buffing himself. Man, and he's blinded. That's some BS right there. Not exactly. The expression from the chat was, well, Adia's dead. Did not say I. She tries. Having a heavy regen definitely helps to keep up with this, as with, you know, regen did and all that. Wow, back to back, huh? How extremely utterly rude. I'll just have to pop off my other USB. Ooh, man. Ooh. And that's why we have that. That's why we have Last Stand. We'll be alright. The boy is unleashed at this point. The whole team is unleashed, actually. Whew. I know it shouldn't hit. Ah, it's time for Metsu. Yeah, it's fun to go, like, just to let loose every now and then. Just go all out. It's fun. Phone up Zell. Kick his axe, Socrates. And with that, his fate is sealed. For the glamour has arrived. Glamour of Ice, never not a good ability. Yeah, and with that, we're done with this event. I'm gonna jump in and do the just again. I like to do these remind in the revenge events because these got cut into the same video. How to do the ultimate double bosses. Dry Point's main gimmick is that he switches between I believe, fire and ice resist. I do want to check that. Yeah, starts out resistant to fire, switches to ice. Every time you hit him with that element. So if you hit him with fire, he switches to ice. If you hit him with ice, he switches to fire. Back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, Valley Armada just makes you not care. Or yeah, as sorry, the name is yellow. I don't know which one I'm reading it. I'm gonna say Legate. It says in chat. You just go neutral. And just not care. That works. I do need a Hyper Money Guard. Or something along those lines. What is my party? Yeah? Alright, I can go with a good boy. If you mean between versions, between the Japanese and the English, yeah, they did. They do that all the time. The levels normally don't have the same names. They might have the same like naming gimmick, but they don't have the same names. They generally localize the names of the levels. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, 16. Because I think the one that you're talking about, the Adele one, the name there in Japan is in English, but yeah, I think they make the phrasing better for the global release. Then I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't worry about it. the point. There's 3 of them. Now, as stated, Valley Armada does make this fight easier. Wow! Well then. We'll see how this goes. A fun thing about this being a later fight, this fight, oh god, what am I fucking trying to say? This old fight showing up again is it really does show like how we've come with abilities, how far we've come. Because like Flare's useful now. Like one of this boss's gimmicks is that it doesn't counter non-elemental, and then it does counter its moves. So you can effectively just go non-elemental. Oh, don't worry, blind mist. Man, whack. Yeah, he's wearing major blind resist. It's okay. The positioning of my turns on my characters was to make it so I never had to let up on my offense, even when subbing out Renoa to do a dispel. Whatever. Who needs breaks? Whack. That was whack. I can't believe that happened. Like a major resist. Why not? Fuck it. Alright. Let's jump out and jump into the Corridor of Trials. Oh, actually, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do an outro for the Empress of Time video. And then we'll jump into Corridor of Trials. So that was it for the Empress of Time FF8 event. Next time, we're getting Final Fantasy Tactics, which to usher in the new Torments. So I'll see you then. There you go. Is Octopath stuff being put in the game? We don't know. At all. Like, they did a thing, but most people just think it's because Octopath is coming out. Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Corridor of Trials. Ice. Doesn't actually say that up there, it just says beta release. But, what this is they are sort of a prep new players for Magicite. This is an entire series of 5 bosses that are all weak to ice, though they aren't wind elemental, so there's that aspect is a little weird. But all in all, it's a good, hey, how good is your Magicite team? Because, you know, you have your ultimate, you have your apocalypse level, and then this one down here is sort of a little under 3-star Magicite. And we'll see how this all fleshes out, though. Okay. So the first one up is Ralvurava. Ralvurava. So, take that as you will. I always like to refer to this boss as Ral, because to hell with trying to pronounce that. Weird. Yeah, it's a 9 boss. It's one of the Gungan Roo bosses, if I'm remembering right. I actually want a dog USB. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I can't mute my mic. Oh no. fuck. One of those terrible moments where you have to sneeze. And you know you have to sneeze, but the sneeze does not come out. And then your nose gets really runny. Oh, it's the worst. Jesus. I'll see how bad this is, and I might have to go take care of it. Oh, that was me. I clicked one too many times. And the game yelled at me. I believe I'm out of coffee. Let me just finish this off. Oops, that's wrong. Oh well. I won't die. Yeah, it's hard to remember that Bartz actually has a toolkit besides Spellblade, and it's very good. Bartz has a good toolkit. And the game wants to hide this from you. Everybody just lost their Astra. Holy shit. Wow. I want to say it's because the snake does sap. But let's just, you know, get that back up. As the snake just explodes, really. The snake never... Snake? Steak? This mistake here of a snake never really stood a chance. You could say it made a mistake. Ah. A mistake. Am I right? There you go, you got it. Missed snake. Vortex. Vortex won't get off. Alright, I'm gonna get through this. Load into the next, like, pre-fight thing, and then come back, because I really need to go blow my nose. That not sneeze really fucked me up. Moats, though. Many moats. This one might be pretty hard. I couldn't actually test this one. We'll see how it shakes out. That's not right. Wait, I have a better... Wait. No, okay, this is fine. Alright, no, yeah, I'm good. I didn't grab stats though. So, I will be right back. ¿Cómo está? Okay, there we go. Now I have obtained stats. Whoops. Man. I can actually fix this. There we go. I cut it a little close, but it's all good. Let me take a drink. Of cool, refreshing, ice sparkling water. Now, Flame Eater. So, on each of its turns as a free action, Flame Eater can summon bombs. The bombs counter physical attacks in ridiculous ways. They will threaten to explode, pretty much. Welcome to Bart, so will be most of our damage. He's a good boy. Do not cross him. So after a certain number of turns, the bombs will explode on their own volition. Hell yeah. But also, I believe the bottom and top one have a chance to explode when hit, and the middle one will always explode when hit with a physical attack, making them all extremely rude. Obviously, because this boss uses single target spells, and they are black, Runic is very good for this fight. Barts. Alphanod. Valley Ramonda is actually like a decent summon. It's one of the whoa, hello, the move. Thank you for the bits, Cosmic Afro. Yes, Alphanod is a very good boy. Let's see if he 3 for 3. Nope. Okay. He is still a very good boy. He just doesn't go 3 for 3. Uh-oh. It's a soul break, so it should be counterable. I just had that realization. Oh boy, okay, we found the damage. There's damage. My kindred spirit. I think Flare Up is the yeah, okay. Whew, only normal. Flare Up is the indication that they are going to do a move. The question from the chat is, will we ever actually, I guess, do I ever think we'll get Alice again from FF14? I think we will. We'll get her whenever they do Stormblood stuff. And my running theory is that Alice is going to be the Realm Spellblader. I can see it. Yeah, he does kind of remind me of Son of Sun. What? You can't do that. What? Whatever. Whack. Whack. Yeah, their timer must be global. I was not aware of that. Okay, and then finally, the unknown difficulty. I think they've said that this is sort of like the same difficulty as Magicite. They're just, if a grenade is killed and then later resummoned, it does not reset the local turn count. There you go. Yeah. Okay. I got lucky with those double casts then. But yeah, they pretty much said that these question mark difficulties, the part 5 of the Trials of Frost, are the same difficulty as Magicite 3, but you can choose any roaming warrior and they are vulnerable to debuffs. For those who don't remember, Brynhildr is a very fast boss that uses many moves. On top of that, Furnace Slash and Furnace Pyro Burst come at the set intervals. Slash doesn't attack mag down. Pyro Burst removes all buffs. However, we can probably deal with that one way or another. Now, this is technically Magicite difficulty, so it will be treated as such. Just making sure all my ducks are in a row. Who would have thought 2 times in one night I'd be able to cut loose? Now, I'm going into this with the theory of the instant cast blink from Bismarck will block the Dispel. I'm going in with that theory. I don't know if that's going to hold true because Bismarck does not block Imperils. So we will see. Well, hopefully we'll just have to finish the fight before that matters. Why did I do that? Now, this being a fight where brakes are actually worth a damn, they kind of intend for you to use your brakes. Please be kind and use your break. She fast. It's time. It dispelled. As figured. What are our attack downs? We just don't know. Is this my team at team? Yes. Bismarck's helping. Oh, guess what? Taunters were off. Time for the spot heal. No, wall did not wear off. I just refreshed it. Unless that is an ultimate dispel, at which point this fight is way ruder than I thought. Well, that's because I have no power breakdowns. Oh, come on. Let Neil get a turn. Oh, my good girl. Oh. She still counters. And that's all she wrote. Whew. A rough fight. That's actually really rough. The dispel is a damn thing. Unlike Ixion, where I get dispelled and I just ignore it. Yeah, no, that dispel is actually worth a damn. Oh, give me them crystals. Yeah. That's that. Oh, that's done. Actually, that's it. We're done. I'm gonna do an outro for Trial of Ice, and then yeah, let's do some banner review. Well, that's it for a Corridor of Trials Ice. I don't know how often these come around. I think maybe once a month. And yeah, it was okay. Yeah, the Apex fight was rough. It was rough. I would say it's definitely on par with 3-star Magicite. If you can clear that fight, you can probably do 3 stars easily. That is definitely. I would say it's between 3 and 4, because my 3-star team that destroys Fenrir almost had a problem. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Okay. Let's look at banners. Yeah, no, it's hilarious. Power creep. I completely dunk on Fenrir as well. My Fenrir team is just, I bring Unicorn and laugh as he tries to do anything. Yeah. Also, an update: Crystal Tower banners are still traps, except for the Type 0 one. That one's okay. Type 0 has had few enough relics that one's actually kind of worth it. You'll probably land something decent. But also, there's been a couple shitty Type 0 relics, so even then, the Type 0 one's kind of a trap. You could land stuff for, what's his face? 9? He's the jumper, which all of his stuff isn't really great. Also, we get the good music for this banner. Anywho, yeah, first up we have Laguna's 2.0 chain. It's a 2.0 out of 10. That's it. It's exactly like all the other ones, except it's ice-based. Laguna is decent enough at ice that he fits in. Lion of Destiny is, aside from this really goofy fucking looking sword, and a small boost ice sword, thank fucking god, is Cloud's real USB 2. Or just real USB. This is going to scroll in the background, but I actually want to talk about this. The gist of this is you get a moderate attack boost, as well as doing 12 attacks and an in ice, with a follow-up that triggers every time you use a spell blade. So whenever you use Snow Spell Strike. And it is Renzo Kuken Ice Fang, which deals 4 to 8 hits of Ice Non-Elemental. Number of hits matters on how many times you've triggered Renzo Kuken Ice Fang. That's it. You do Snow Spell, or I guess his BSB if you have enough bars to combo into those two. And you keep triggering Ice Fang, and he goes to town. It's a very simple, but very good USB. I'm actually just going to open that up one more time. I'm just going to let this loop in the background. Watch this. Nope, still not there yet. One more? Hey, Lamau, there we go. So over here we have the... Is it, you say Almacy? Almacy? Massey? Almacy? Anyway, the Almacy Twin Lance, which we recolored the Twin Lance. This is an old one, Knight of Destiny. It's 18 physical dark fire to one enemy, raised user's attack and defense, remove delay from all allies' actions for 1 turn. No, actually, this is a new one. This is the new one. Right. I was thinking of something else. Sorry, my mistake. I was looking at his stuff recently, and I always forget that the wiki orders stuff weird. It's good, honestly. I actually really like this. So it doesn't do a whole lot, but you have to remember, this is a... it's a USB that hits 18 times. The potency is low per hit because it hits 18 times. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't have Endark on it does hurt him a lot. If you have another way to Endark him, say eventually down the line when he gets a glint or something like that, this is going to become way, way, way better. Or his record material that starts him Endarked. It's way better. But yeah, I actually don't hate this. It's obviously not like the end all be at all fantastic thing, but hey, whatever. They can't all be game breaking, right? The nice thing is it is a 6-star sword that boosts dark. OSB out of 10. Brutal Takedown. This is the one that I think is returning. No, this is also new. Yeah, this is also new. So, 8 physical dark fire to one enemy. Gives a dark thorns to everyone. And enters, yeah, okay, and then enters burst mode. Command 1 is 5 hits, dark fire, and heal. Command 2 is 3 hits, reduce the delay of the user's actions for 3 turns. Good, yeah. Command 2 lets me go really fast, and Command 1 is really nice to just have a nice multi-hit. Drain on command, it combos into like oh, that's a recoil, right? Okay, I misread. Still, that lets you bring things like that lets you bring other things as abilities and have a recoil on command, as opposed to having to bring a sanguine cross. Instead, you can bring like dire or dread weapon and Dark Bargain. There we go. Oh, it's only a 6th of the caster's HP. No, 1/8. That's an 1/8 of the caster's HP. So that's not even that bad. That's not that bad at all. It's not as strong as Sanguine Cross, but hey, you're trading amount of HP damage you take for amount of damage you're dealing. That's not bad. I don't hate that. True Maelstrom. to counter Adia's Maelstrom. Deal 8 magic wind dark, infuse wind, enter burst mode. You have a 2-hit magic dark with the junction gimmick on command 1, and then 3 to 6 on command 2, depending on your junction rank. She double casts wind, so this combos really well with her dive. That's about it. It's good, yeah. As far as wind casters go, this is actually really good, and honestly, it's the first time that I think I've seen a wind caster outside of Alphanod get truly supported with their BSB. Though, Fujins is alright. I still like Fujins. Fujins is fine. But Fujins is more of a supporty BSB, where this one is just pure damage. And Barbarisia. God, I forgot that she just got released. Yeah, she's also good. Yeah, wind magic is real now. Squall BSB 2 out of 10. We've hooted and hollered about Squall BSB 1,000 times. It was the original Junction one. Whatever, who cares? It's the Squall BSB 2. It's the best ice damage out there. Aldebaran. Freezing Beam is actually pretty decent on Laguna. I believe it's, yeah, this is the BSB 2. 8 range physical ice, non-elemental. Infuse ice, enter burst mode. Command 1 is 4 ranged physical ice. Deal 5 if the target is weak. Command 2 is ranged physical ice. Remove delay of the user's Machinist actions. This is good if you don't have things like Freezing Snipe to fall back on, if you're running like a Machinist team or something. And you can instant cast Fairy's Gift. I don't know if that's lost, because it's only single hit. I don't know if that's lost DPS if you come to that into Freezing Snipe back and forth. I feel like it might, but the big thing is that it is in ice on Laguna, so that he can do Machinist shenanigans with, say, Ice Offering and things like that. It's very good. Like, Laguna is one of the best Machinists out there, hands down. Reality or truth? Yo, Selfie got a real BSB finally. Restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Temporarily raise resistance 100%. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is instant single target. Command 2 is a Medica. It's good. It's fantastic. I like, it's weird. People kind of turn their nose up to these, like, resistance, pure resistance buffs, because, like, it's not M-Blink. But this makes a fucking difference. It really does. Yeah, now Selfie can be useful in Neo Torment. That's really the big thing. Yeah, no, that's 100% buff. It's ridiculous. Remember, that isn't the same. That's not the same as Wall. Wall is 200%. It's very large. But still, it's fucking. It makes a goddamn difference. Ambition's Bracer is the in dark for Cypher with a little minor dark resist on it. Actually, does this have anything on it? No. What about this one? I wasn't really looking at that. No, so it's just on the 6 stars. That doesn't even have like dark boost on it. Come on, Ultimecia. Alright. Yeah, that's... Oh, that's double cast darkness. Okay, I thought that was the in dark, but that's actually double cast darkness, which is even better. Whatever, he's a dark boy. Yeah, fuck yeah. Whatever his commands. I think his commands are darkness. I really hope they are. Okay, good. What is this? What did I just mouse over? There we go. Alright. Start winded. Start winded. You're just tired. You're just fucked up right from the start. Start at 1 HP. You start in winded, which is, yeah, it's fine. Beginning ice. Yeah, perfect. Small chance to temporarily lower a target's ice resistance when using Mochness abilities. This combined with his double cast dive, combined with like all of his other Imperil and ice-based stuff, is actually really stupid. It really sets him off and really just like the synergy there is kind of nuts. When you start double casting ice offerings that them themselves also have a chance to imperil ice, it's good. This is alright. With her new BSB that has a instant single target, this is like pretty good. But usually if you want Last Stand, you want it party-wide, because you also don't want it on a chance. So unfortunately, in that regard, this is a little mediocre. It's the inconsistency that makes this not worth it. Sadly. This could be good. This could have been good, but it's bad. Oh no, this is a good banner. The only thing that's bad on it might be the Overstrike, and that's my honest opinion. That's just me. Overstrikes are still decent, and eventually down the line, when we hit like Earth 5-star Magicite, this will have a use. Even it's dark damage too, so even in other stuff. Here's the thing, and like legit, this is why I hate that mentality. Later down the line, in the next 8 event, in 2 to 3 months, the banner's better. Every banner will be better in the next event. This game has power creep out the ass. And honestly, we're getting what? Like 40 Mithril a week nowadays? If you want to pull, pull. It's a great banner. I mean, look at it this way. Renoa becomes good down the line on that one. That's all well and good. This banner is more physical based. And remember that 5-star Magicite becomes split magic physical. So whatever. By the time that new banner comes around, you'll have gotten like 400 Mithril. I think it's worth pulling on. Am I going to pull on it? Not so much. My ice is fine. Hell yeah. Had to happen eventually. Let me just hop over this and turn some stuff off. Good shit. Nah, I still don't want to do multiplayer on streams until I get emulator stuff worked out. Sorry. It's a thing I really enjoy doing, but the emulator crashes like every other time I try and start up multiplayer. It makes our multiplayer nights really rough, by the way. Like, really annoyingly rough. It's not a RAM issue. I can tell you exactly what happens. It, like, something hiccups in the CPU process, and this thing starts using up way too much CPU. It skyrockets to max CPU usage. That's why I have to turn off the bit cup and everything now when I'm streaming Record Keeper, because that actually uses up enough CPU that crashes became more prevalent. Another reason why I've been trying to figure out how to fix the mic problem with BlueStacks, because I'd rather just be using BlueStacks at this point. Anyway, let's see what item that was. Okay, well, it wasn't a weapon. It was gold armor. Nothing special. We missed nothing. Banner 2. That gift box isn't Magicite. So starting off, we have Laguna's USB, which is a fucking ice boosting gun, which is gross in and of itself. 7 range physical ice to all targets. Lower their ice resistance, reduce delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. Raise user's attack resistance 30%. Reduce delay of the user's actions for 1 turn when using ice attacks. Gross. Disgusting. It really just lets him go ham with doing ice imperils. And that's really it. Just like you combo this with Machinist ice moves or shooter ice moves, whichever one that you choose. He has double cast with Machinist, so I go with Machinist instead. And just go to town with damage. Again, Laguna is the best ice imperil in the game. I'm drinking almost all my water as well. I've been going for 3 hours, so that's not too, like, shocking. Small boost to ice damage. Ice Wing, Frost Vortex. Angel Wing, Frost Vortex. 10 magic ice infused with ice. Chosen Sorceress EX mode, which causes attack 30% and black magic abilities to have an ice follow-up, I believe based on home. Yeah, I think this is a returning one. And all in all, it's good ice damage. And it is a ice boosting thrown weapon, which... Yo dog. Weird, so is Adia. Like, more people than just her can use that as well. Storm for Fujin. 10 magic wind, non-elemental, infused with wind, reduce delay of the user's actions, cause every second wind ability to trigger a follow-up slice which deals 5 to 10 wind damage. With the introduction of Tornado, this is way better than it was before. On top of being a wind boosting throwing magic weapon, which, hey, guess what? Ultimisha can use that. As well as Fujin. Yeah, the only downside to this is that there's no boost to her stats in her EX mode, but that's alright for the amount of damage that this actually puts out. That just means she's not self-sufficient. All in all, still good. Tornado made it better. Slots Fruit, full cure. We saw this today. Instant heal, last stand, major regen, just solid. Crystal Cross is Angel Wing Ice Shards. 8 magic ice to all enemies. Infused with ice, enter burst mode. Command 1 is a 4-hit with higher damage the higher your magic is. Higher multiplier the higher your damage is. Command 2 is a magic drain, which has its uses at times, but it does allow Rinoa to be a bit more self-sufficient. So, in that regard, it's very handy. Maelstrom is an oldie but a goodie. 8 magic ice dark to 1 target. Infuse ice, enter burst mode. Command 2 is a 2-hit AoE with a magic defense bargain. Command 1 is a 6-hit magic dark attack based on the user's magic. This was good when it came out, and it's still good if you can hit that ice cap. Even if you can't hit that magic cap, what, you get 5 hits and still gross damage? Whatever, who cares? This is still great. Metsu. Aside from being a wind boosting shuriken, it is 5 instant magic wind AoE with a magic resistance down, large, and entering burst mode. Command 1 is a 4-hit magic wind with ninja cast time. Command 2 is a single hit resistance down with ninja cast time. Very solid, very good. She doesn't get an in wind, but the other thing she does kind of bounces that out. It's more of a supporty burst, but if you can get an in wind on her, it instantly becomes better. Fiery Meteor Barret. Deal 8 physical. It is weird seeing a Zell Soul Break that isn't instant cast. Deal 8 physical fire. Non-elemental, infused fire, enter burst mode. Command 1 is 4 hits, single target. Command 2 is 3 hits, increase the damage of monk moves for 3 turns. In fire, command 2, fires within. Though fires within has such a high multiplier that it will probably max out damage anyway. So maybe you just in fire and go to fires within. Either way, it's an okay burst. It's in fire out of 10. Whoop. Long barrel armor. Paper canister. Deal 8 ranged physical fire to random targets. Imperil fire. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is a 4-hit ranged physical fire with reduced casting time. Command 2 is a 2-hit 2-1 and restore 1 ability to the user. It's okay. It's for the Imperil, really. Maybe that command 2 if you're going on like a really long fight, but at this point in the game, ability use restoring things that just aren't tied to you doing a thing, that are actually tied to abilities, have lost their luster, and the command 1 is not that great. But still, a 8-hit with an Imperil is handy when you need that. Good for Cid Missions, probably. Insanguination. 10 physical dark ice. Temporarily increase the attack and magic of all your allies moderate by 30% and enter burst mode. Command 1 is a dark ice defense down. Command 2 is a dark ice resistance down. Weird commands, but a very nice intro. It's good to have a boost a 30-30 attack mag, especially for Cid Missions, for Neo Torments down the line. Luckily we have Haste Daga now, so we don't need Haste Daga to attach these things anymore. Final Fate. You sure are scaling magic as a LMR. Reduced delay of the user's actions when using ice abilities is actually fantastic for Adia, seeing how as she's entirely ice-based. Starting out in wind is fantastic for Fujin. Having a higher crit chance is fantastic for Zell, if you have the things that trigger off of it, even with, even with things that trigger off of crit, this is still pretty good because just having a higher crit chance is fantastic. And that's it. All in all, it's a weaker banner than Banner 1. There's just some real misses on it. Like, well, not even misses, just like they're not fantastic. Like, this is just an in fire, this is just an in peril. That's still 30-30, honestly. That's garbage. But everything above these are great. These are all fantastic bursts. These are all fantastic 8 stars, or 6 stars. They could be 8 stars, if you are lucky. I just don't think that the lesser items, which are the ones that you'll probably hit, stand out as much as the lesser items on the other banner. That's just me. Who knows, maybe you need wind more. Maybe you need a little bit of fire in your life. And that's it. That's how I stream down. And without me a proper way to do an outro to this video, because I've done the 2 outros to the other 2 videos already, so I guess just for YouTube, I'll say thank you for watching the entire stream video. My God. And I'll see you next big stream video. So long.